first down. Westbrook, 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
To throw on second, McNabb. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Boy, the run on first down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. Second down, McNabb. Looking deep downfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll run on first down. It's Green. And a nice little start as he's able to get this up to the 28. 13 yards, first down, Packers. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Watch the curl, watch the curls. Check, crunch, scan 300, scan 300.
That's a jet sweep. This is Adams. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Let's go, D.
To throw on second and 6, Rodgers. That's complete to Sharp. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That puts him in excellent position, first and goal after a gain of 19.
319. Right there, 56. Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Yeah.
Here's Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers! From 4 yards out, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Deshaun Jackson off to the races. He's at the 30, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. The kick return touchdown goes for 97 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
56 to Mike. 56 is Mike North. Gotta do better.
Now it's Rodgers. He's got his man Sharp complete. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers have taken the lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Let's go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
At the 46-yard line.
Mike, 319. Get that ball. Get that ball. Hey, take 26.
On first down, Rodgers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7.
Defensively, they're going to have to do something about him in a hurry because that last catch puts him over the 100-yard mark. We haven't even hit the second quarter yet.
And you did say they'd have to do it in a hurry. It has to be right now because as his confidence grows, it'll actually overwhelm the defense. No matter what they do, he'll feel like they can't stop him.
4 yards the pickup, first down. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Strip that ball.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Got a man and he hits him in stride. Now Finley lost it, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
On first down, Westbrook. Past the 20. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now, there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded at the 2. Oh, a nice spin. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. To throw is Rodgers. And that one falls incomplete. Try to dump it underneath. Now 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
61, Mike, 61. We want this. Check, check. Back north. Hey,
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because he just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Check 30. Come on, baby.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he has another 1st down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 43. Rodgers now 9 of 11 passing in this 1st half. He's got his guys a 1st and 10.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there. Mike 61, Mike 61.
Rodgers to throw once more. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys were picking it off. They're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 39 yards there, a big one. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way, oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. It's the fullback. His 4th touchdown on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
10 yards there and an Eagle first down. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st and 10, McNabb. That's caught by Jackson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. From the gun, here's McNabb. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Tramon Williams.
Brandon, I'm not going to tell him that you called him old in our pregame meeting, but this guy has been around a long time. If there's a trick in the book, he knows it. He probably even wrote a few chapters, and this is what he's always had, and that's a nose for the football. He's able to come away here with the interception.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he finds a man with a crossing route. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what did you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that
answer. That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. On 2nd and 10, Rodgers trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
A good pickup there, 22. On first down, it's McNabb. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Now McNabb. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off down near the 5. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. From the 35 on second down, Rodgers. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
They kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And Adams has it complete. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes as his guys are able to regain the lead. Crosby with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. They'll throw now on the final play. And his throw is going to be incomplete. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They have the lead, now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Yeah, live. 61. Here we go, dude. Come. Inside. 61, Mike, 61. Rodgers
to throw again. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7 on.
And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off at about the 31. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off right around the 43, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
319. Mike. Watch the slant. He's crashing.
They'll run on first down. Green. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop.
26.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Hey, 88. We can get it.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Deshaun Jackson on the return. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
A gain of 14.
Now a first down throw. McNabb. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now it's McNabb. And now he'll turn and off his back. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 25. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach...
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he's loose again. The 40, 20, 10, and the Eagles are in for 6.
Again, help it, partner. I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games in a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this. So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And he'll be brought down right on the 50, a gain of 3.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. He'll find Driver here. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
On 3rd and 2, Rodgers. And he finds his target. It's Sharp. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. Rodgers now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. And my goodness, another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick, and they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterback...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now at Lambeau. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to send this one. And this is caught at the 20. Give him 30 yards there. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long. And I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them. And now it's been a real issue for him during this game.
Now it's Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them. But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 36. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Here's Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down. Rodgers now on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
We need Keen. Watch right. Watch the screen. Check. Lucky. 61. Matchbox lights.
Rodgers now. Going to throw again. The left side throw complete to Adams. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss out.
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Crosby with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Clay Matthews adding another sack to his impressive NFL resume. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. To throw, McNabb. Buying time to his left. Finding room at the 30 and all the way up to the 33-yard line. Good yardage there on the scramble, and all of a sudden they're left with a 3rd and 2, much more manageable. Here's McNabb. Throw left side complete. That's Owens. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And it's a fumble. And the Packers pick it up. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble is kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Caught on the right side by Adams. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already.
56, the mic, boys. 56. Check 56. coming for you, son. I'm coming for you.
Rodgers to throw for it on fourth. He's got his man Sharp complete. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
56, right there, 56. Come on, D. 56 to Mike.
Rodgers looking to throw, and this one's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. To throw again on second down. Rodgers. That one complete to Driver. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. To throw, it's Rodgers.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on first and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Here, Mike. 56.
Go.
Rodgers now on third and goal. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Jump out.
56.
Hey, zoom.
We got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Now Crosby for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
The score, Packers 69, Eagles 28. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door. Maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. McNabb to throw. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete. Jair Alexander that time able to knock that one away. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun, McNabb. This is caught by Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts.
First down, Philadelphia.